Hello everyone, welcome to StraightA. Dawson here, back with another video here today, and we are here with another BDGE video. We are doing YAC monsters, also known as yards after the catch monsters, for the best receivers since 2018 in terms of yards after the catch. And I'm pretty excited, and it's actually not just receivers, it does say 23 NFL players. Make sure to read these things very carefully before we start. But before we get started here today, please leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and comment any suggestions for future videos below. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So a couple little changes coming up. So for one, I actually have proper lighting in terms of like I don't have to worry about like having these like really low lighting videos, low lighting areas because of the backlighting or whatever. I am now in a completely dark room with both my backlights. This is really awesome, really good little investment I made for the channel because I really enjoy making these videos and it's been going very, very well. And lighting has been a big issue for me, so it's not perfect, I'm sure, but I think I got to what I like for now. Looking at the camera here and then getting this all together, I'm very excited to see how that goes. And hopefully soon I'll get a green screen once I know how to exactly use it and do all that kind of stuff. That way my background's not less blurred. It's some investments I'm making right now. I'm very, very excited. But without further ado, we do have a quiz to get to called YAC Monsters, and basically it's just players who have more than 2,000 yards after the catch since 2018. Gave me a freebie by not letting me guess Amari Cooper. Now, granted, Amari Cooper would not be a great option because the Browns don't have anybody on this list, so that's really cool. I'm very curious. Okay, so yards after the catch has been known as a stat that has really benefited really good players. Now, with that said, I also know yards after the catch usually go to running backs have a high one, maybe tight ends, but I know definitely running backs are actually particularly high if they're in the receiving game for yards after the catch. Now, I don't know if it's as high as receivers due to the volume, but I'm very curious indeed. So, interesting. Now, it seems like also logo represents the team they started the most games for in 2023. It seems like all these players are still on their team, or at least played for their team in the most recent season. So doesn't have to, so of course it can be since 2018, but they likely have played in 2023. I'm going to go with under the assumption that they played in 2023 just for the most part, because I don't see any reason not to, because otherwise, I mean, unless it's just their most recent team period, which I guess is a possibility. But I don't know. We'll roll with that, just because again, if they're playing for their current team, most of them probably have anyway, so I'm just going to go with that thought process. But let's go ahead and go immediately off the bat. This will kind of tell a tone here. I'm going to go Keenan Allen because I think he's the safer pick for the Chargers here. Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is the 2,210 yards after the catch. Mike Williams did not play enough for me to even think about. I don't think he got 3,800 yards. The only other person, because that definitely wasn't their tight end, definitely wasn't their receiver. Only other person would be Eckler, and Eckler is like the quintessential pass catcher when it comes to running backs, at least in the last 5 years. So I'm going to go with Eckler. Eckler's number one. So this is going to tell a very big story for me. I'm going to guess Kamara as well, just because I see the Saints up there. Kamara's also up there. And I'm going to go ahead and guess Christian McCaffrey, because he's probably, because there's 3 49ers, I'm going to guess he's up there. I'm also going to guess, weirdly enough, I'm actually not going to guess Brandon Ayuk first, because I think he's more of a receiver base. Deebo Samuel probably actually gets a lot of yards after catch due to his position in the team. He is on that team. We're going to go to Mike Evans there because Mike Evans has the volume to make that possible. Boom, boom, boom. I got a strike. Okay, so it's not Mike Evans. Cooper Kupp, I think, and probably Devontae Adams. Just again, due to volume, due to skill, they are likely part of that. No, what? You fuckers! What the fuck? Guys, come on, fix your shit, dude. Devontae Adams right there, and changes up for some reason. Right before I pick him. Oh, that was all right. Well, I'm now working with a handicap. I'm gonna guess Tyreek Hill as well, just because again he's a beast. I'm gonna go ahead and guess Travis Kelce. Again, beast, tight end. I'm not too sure how common tight end will be. I'm not waiting a second every time just to make sure it doesn't fucking change up on me. The other 49er, it could be Brandon Ayuk or it could be George Kittle. I'm gonna simmer on that one. That way I'm not throwing my guess out there. Stephon Diggs is probably, of course, if I can ever spell his name right, I guess I probably could just put Diggs and be fine because it's definitely not popping up here. There we go. Oh yeah, it's an F. Forgot about that. Probably Stephon Diggs. Yep, Stephon Diggs. DJ Moore for the Bears. I mean, I'm not the most confident in that one, but also I don't know who else to put. Saquon Barkley probably for the Giants, because that was the most recent team he played for. Boom. Eagles. I'm gonna Is that AJ Brown or is that Devonta Smith? I think it's more likely be AJ Brown. Boom, bada bing. Okay, it's AJ Brown. Almost said Jordan Love. Now, these next guys are actually gonna get a little tough. I'm gonna guess Higgins and Chase, unless it's Mixon. I'm gonna guess Chase first, just to get it out of the way, just so I feel a little bit better about myself. It's not Chase. Oh. Who? Okay. So it's Higgins and Mixon? It's not their tight end. Oh my gosh, if it's not Higgins, I don't know what to think. Oh my gosh, I just got 2 strikes. Okay. I'm gonna guess James Conner because I think he's another good guess. He's been actually low key on this list, on these running back lists quite a bit. James Conner. Man, who's a fucking? It's not Breece Hall. It's not Garrett Wilson. It's nobody on that team that I can think of. It's definitely not their receivers. Definitely not their tight end. Breece Hall hasn't been a running back. Okay, don't know who that would be. I also don't know who the Packer would be unless it's Aaron Jones. But also, I'm nervous to put Aaron Jones. Is this Calvin Ridley? It's not Christian Kirk, more than likely. It could be Ridley. I mean, it's got to be Mixon then, right? It's got to be at least Mixon. So I guess 2 of my guesses there. Thank God. Okay. I don't know who the other Bengal would be. Who played for the fucking Bengals last year? Patriots. Gesicki. I don't even know if he played last year, to be honest with you. Man. Stevenson. Okay. We're now getting to the veteran group of, okay, who are some veterans that played for these teams like a one-off? I'm gonna go ahead and put Moore. And I'm probably gonna go ahead and put Kittle as well, because I feel fairly confident of that. Because Brandon Ayuk's a typical receiver. George Kittle does, when he doesn't get the ball often, but when he gets the ball, he goes for like 50 yards, or he could go for the 30 plus type deal. Because Brandon Ayuk is really a deep ball guy. So I'd rather do George Kittle, but also don't have a guess for all these other guys yet. So I'm going to guess George Kittle. George Kittle's correct. So we got the top, 19. So now it's down to the Packers. It's probably Aaron Jones, right? Aaron Jones is probably my best guess guy. I got nobody for the Bengals. I got nobody for the Jets. I got nobody for the Bills right now. Because there's none of the tight ends. Not Gabe Davis. It's not Gabe. Is it Gabe Davis? Actually, it might be Gabe Davis. I'm not going to guess Gabe Davis, though. I'd rather guess Aaron Jones. And Jags could be anybody. Aaron Jones. Fuck. Okay. Aaron Jones. Oh, okay. It was Aaron Jones. Okay. All right. Intense right now. I got 5 people. Who are some veterans that played for these teams? Like, is Zeke on this list? Is fucking Dalvin Cook on this list? I mean, those are 2 guys that played for these 2 teams, the running back position, and nobody else fits that mold. Do I feel better about Gabe Davis or the fucking veteran guys? I think I feel better about the veteran guys because, again, I don't think Gabe Davis got 2,000 yards, period. So, like, Gabe Davis probably got 600 yards a season for 5 years. I mean, 3,000 yards and 2/3 of that yards after the catch. It's not unbelievable, but it's not believable. Oh, I didn't even notice. I didn't get the fucking buck. Is that Rashad White or Chris Godwin? It's probably one of those 2 rather than another random guy on the team. I'm not going to guess that, though, because there's 2. Again, it's kind of like the Jags. Like, I have 2 good guesses, but I don't know which one it'd be. Could be Ingram on the Jags. Could it be? Could it be Ingram? This could be Ingram. Okay. So right now, I got 3 guys here and 2 guys at the Bucks, and I got nobody else for the Bengals right now. I have no idea who else for the Bengals would be. Bills, I gave Davis, but I just don't think he's that good. I just don't think he was that good for 2,000 yards in 5 seasons. And even then, I don't know if he really got 600 yards per season, to be honest with you. So I'm like thinking he probably got 800 yards season once. But man, okay. Probably Zeke, because Zeke was a beast like 3 years ago or 2 years ago. So I'm gonna go with Zeke. It was Zeke. Was it Cook? Man, Cook did play for the Jets, but oh man, I'm not gonna put Cook in my. I'm gonna go back to. Then again, who else fucking did it? Who else on that team would have done it? I at least have a guess here. I don't have a single guess for the Bengals, which is so really weird. Like, who played behind Mixon? Who was the running back behind Mixon for the Bengals last year? Chase Brown? Was that him? But it wouldn't. I mean, it couldn't be him there. Tyler Boyd? Fucking Tyler Boyd. Oh my gosh, it's Tyler Boyd. If it's not Tyler Boyd, oh, okay, it's Tyler Boyd. Dalvin Cook. Okay. Now we're getting down to the train of like, okay, we got a couple guesses. All right, it's Dalvin Cook. All right, come on. Okay, let's use logic for the rest of these. So, Rachaad White does do some pass catching, but does he do that much? Chris Godwin, we're getting to that area where it's really main receivers. Because around the area, we're getting the Saquon Barkleys, we're getting the Aaron Jones, around that era. Chris Godwin probably got 800 to 1,000 yards per season, so probably 900 on average for 5 seasons. So right, because he was never really injured. 36, was it 45, and half of that be yards after catch. That's a little bit more believable to me. I'm gonna go Godwin, just because I just don't believe Rachaad White has had that kind of volume. Okay. Alright, we're going to fucking logic this out. I have no idea who the bill would still be. The only guess I got is Gabe Davis. So we're going to guess Gabe Davis for that one. But I just don't feel confident about that one. Because Gabe Davis is just not good. Who else on that fucking team could it be? I have no fucking clue. Because it's not Kincaid or Knox. It's not fucking... Who's the other guy other than Gabe Davis on that fucking team that was a receiver? I guess it has to be Gabe Davis. Oh my gosh, this doesn't feel good. Because, okay, I don't think... There's too many guesses here. With this one, I could logic out better. With the Jags, you're honestly, your guess are as good as mine. Because Ingram could be based on the volume on the previous team. I forgot the previous team he was on. He's been in Jacksonville for 2 years. He's gotten a decent amount of yards in there. Could be Calvin Ridley, because he was a beast in 2019, 2018, maybe even 2020. Or, I forgot what years he suspended, 21, 22? Is that kind of the 2 years that he was kind of not very good or suspended? Probably was that. So did he really get 2,083 yards? Probably not. Christian Kirk, did he get the volume for that before like 2 years ago? Probably not. So it would have to probably be Ingram. My guess is Davis and Ingram. I'm going to guess Davis first because he's probably more of a logical answer. I don't want to guess him because I swear he's not good. Gabe Davis. Oh... Who was it? Jacksonville was Evan Ingram. Okay, so I logic that one out fine. And it's Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette played for the Bills last season? Why does this feel like the first I'm hearing about this? Okay. Well, I knew it wasn't fucking Gabe Davis. Knew my fucking gut it wasn't. But I still win him. I still win him over Ingram. Fuck me. Because it wasn't Kirk. It wasn't fucking Ridley. Well, heartbreaking. 21 out of 23. Not bad. Not bad. But Leonard Fournette at 2,018 yards after the catch. Good for Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette, good guy. I'm sure. At least I don't know him personally. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all in the next one. StraightA Dawson, out of here.